Hello, everyone. It's me, Simply Smiling, coming at you early this morning. I wanted to briefly talk about making changes a little bit and focusing a little bit. You know, we get off track from time to time, and it's human nature. It's what we do. We just built that way. But the thing, of course, is rebounding. If there's something in your life that's keeping you from moving forward, okay, you know what it is. Call it out by name, whatever it is. Don't just say, oh, the enemy is riding my back today. Don't say, well, this is just something I'm dealing with. Call it out by name so that it will flee. A lot of times when you call things out by name, write them down, look at them, visualize it, draw a line through it. Whatever you need to do to take that extra step to move forward, do that. If it's your attitude towards yourself, a lot of us are mad at ourselves. I'll say some of us are mad at ourselves for things, our shortcomings, or for things that happened to us indirectly, and it wasn't our fault, but we're mad at ourselves for allowing things to happen. We're mad at ourselves for going through the same thing over and over and getting that same negative result that we don't want to get. Some of us are mad at ourselves because we're too forgiving to others. Okay, we want to fix this, we want to fix that, and so we forgive. But then we become the codependent of the whole problem of the other person, whether it's their attitude, whether it's any type of an addiction, whatever it is. We got to call it out by name so that it'll flee. So if it's your attitude, tell your attitude today, this would not happen today. Or I'm working on you today. Let your attitude, your own attitude, sounds a little weird, but you got to do this for you. Let your own attitude know that you are here. And you're showing up for you today. Whatever it is, if it's your personality, well, I'm just built that way. I'm not the nicest person in the world. If you feel like that, if you say things like that to yourself, then that becomes your reality. You say it over and over. You believe you inherited this attitude or this personality from the parents. And so this is just the way you built. If it's negative, that's not true. If it's negative, you can turn it around. If it's negative, you just got to build up enough self-belief in yourself so that it'll flee, so that it will go, and you'll see better days. Then we have to learn to focus when we call out whatever it is. Put a name to the situation. Put a name to the issue. Put a name to the problem and pray it away. Work it away. Build it away. Whatever you got to do, get it away, up and out of you so that you can move forward and become a better person. Become that person you desire. Become that person you want to be totally for you, yourself, and your loved ones. Then learn to focus. You know, I used to tell clients, we did an in-service, it's been years ago, where we took a hand mirror. Always stand in front of the mirror in your bathroom or wherever your mirror is, bedroom, and we wrote our emotion with an echo marker, with a washable marker. We wrote on the mirror what our emotion was for the day as soon as we got up. How am I feeling today? You got to address your emotions every day. Do it as soon as you get up. Don't give your mind and your body time to settle on anything negative. Okay, don't sit over coffee and tea and breakfast first thing in the morning, look at the news and get totally depressed about what's happening in the world. We can only change what we can change. You pray about that situation, but don't lose the focus on you. A lot of times we focus and get caught up in the wrong things. Yes, we do. And before you know it, we're stuck in a situation where we don't want to be. We truly don't care to be, where we're truly not totally, positively comfortable. Okay, so take your mirror, write your emotion for the day. If you wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, you look at yourself, ask yourself, yes, address yourself. How am I feeling today? How am I feeling right now? How am I feeling? If it's happy, write happy. And then take that visual picture in your mind as you go throughout your day that you saw the word happy, you feel happy, this is where you are. If it's a negative emotion, if you wake up and I have a migraine, I don't feel well, then that's your time. That's your chance, first thing in the morning, to start working on that negative emotion and start chiseling away at it so that it can become better for you, so that it can become more positive for you. We've got to do a lot of work to and for ourselves in order to create a better you. When you create something, whatever it is, okay, when you put it all together, if you're baking a cake, you put the right ingredients in there, you take the time, you level off. what you don't need. Level off what you don't need in your life. You level it off. You make sure it's the right cup, the right teaspoon, the right 1/4, 1/3, whatever. You take a measurement of what you're putting in. Take a measurement of what you're putting in your life, okay? Level off the negativity if you don't need a whole, if you need a whole cup, make sure it's a whole cup, okay? Level it off, measure it up. Whatever you put in your life is what you're going to get out of your life. Whatever you put in that cake, amen, it has to be perfect or it's not going to turn out right. Look at your life the same way. Put in your life the things that you need, not the things you don't need. Now, you know what made you mad last week. You know what got on your nerves yesterday and maybe in the middle of the night before your feet even hit the floor. Level off. Give yourself enough grace. Give yourself enough love. Okay? Give yourself enough hugs, peace, joy, and happiness to be able to level off the negativity. Don't go throughout your day carrying dead weight of things that you don't need in your mind because it's going to trickle down to your heart and you're tore up for the day. You're tore up for a few weeks. You can't focus on your positive emotions because you're allowing the negative ones to rule. So if your mirror has a negative emotion on it this morning, get ready to put in the work to make it change because we know that's not what we want. We know that's not what we need. And we totally know that's not what we desire for ourselves. We want the best for us. If you don't, you should. Amen. You should want the best for you, just like you want the best for each and everyone else. You want what's best for you. Check your emotion today. After you focus, call it out. Name it. Okay, if you put on your mirror, I have a bad attitude, and be honest with yourself. No one's watching but you. And the good Lord above, he's there. He wants you to get that strength to do that so that he can assist and help you to move forward, to assist and help you to move to a better place. But you got to give in first. You got to stop thinking, I can carry this weight. You got to stop thinking, I woke up sad, but I'll be happy later on. No, you got to deal with the issue over here. You got to level off. You got to deal with everything over here that's not correct. Be honest with that emotion when you ride it. It's between you and your higher power. Be honest. You don't have to share with anyone, when I woke up such and such a way. They're glad it's you and it's not them. They say, oh, amen, I pray for you. And they may, hopefully they do. Prayers change things. Amen. Yes, we know the multitude helps. Yes, it does. Amen. But know that you have the power right here, right now for you to change things. Identify your emotion. Put it on that mirror. And if you need to see it all day, put it on a sticky note, ride around with it in the car, whatever you need to do. Put it on your desk in your office, wherever you work, wherever you spend a lot of your time. Take time throughout that day to look at that negative emotion and focus on it. Know what it is, identify it, and then chisel away and level off. It has to go. Negative emotions have a way of just going throughout your whole day, carrying you. You're not carrying the emotions. You have the power to carry your own emotions. Your emotions should not carry you. No, they should not. Especially if they're negative, they're going to carry you the wrong way. They're going to drop you time and time and time again. They're not going to support you. Negativity does not support. It just causes a lot of turmoil in your heart. It causes a lot of chaos and a lot of sadness. It even causes sickness, negative emotions. Chisel off, people. Shape and form your life and level off. You got to do it. Once you level off, you find yourself leveling up. You find yourself getting to higher heights. You find yourself soaring in the valley of peace. It'll happen for you. You find yourself rejoicing, patting yourself on the back and being glad and being happy with so much peace and happiness, so much love and so much joy. So identify your emotion today. Make that a habit for the first 2 weeks of this month. Make it a habit. Just write it. Don't just sit in your mind. When you write it, you visualize it, you see it, you feel it more because you wrote it. You understood when you wrote it. You were honest with yourself when you wrote it, and you wanted what's best for you. You want to turn that around when you wrote that negative emotion on that mirror or that sticky note. Whichever one works for you. But you've got to identify it. And then once you identify it, going back to what I said at the beginning, call it out by name. Don't say, oh, this is just the enemy, it's the devil. Call it out by name. Negative attitude, you will not rule my life today. Negative personality, negative characteristic traits, you will not take over my life today. Negative unbelief, and call it negative because it's what it is. Call it what it is. We know how to call things what they are. Amen. Yes, we do. So call that negative emotion exactly what it is continuously, and it'll go. It'll go, and say it with a lot of power when you say it. Say it with a lot of strength, a lot of determination when you say it. Be motivated to change it. Be motivated to measure it out. Take a look at it. Level off and level up. Peace and love, guys. Get yourself going today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love you guys, and I mean it. Bye.